So this is a topic that I wanted to talk about in greater detail over on the podcast. However, I did want to share some brief thoughts on it here on this separate video. Since this video is supposed to be about my brief thoughts on the whole subject, I'm going to focus on the positive aspects here on this video and then bring up a lot of the negative aspects over on the podcast when we discuss it in greater detail. Anyways, let's get started with today's video. As most of you might know already, Yoshinori Ono has been talking with a lot of the developers over at Capcom to bring a new Onimusha. Now, a while back, there were articles going around talking about how the trademark for Onimusha has been filed from Capcom. I think there was even an article talking about how it was actually a trademark for an online Onimusha game. And now that we're seeing developers from Capcom talking about bringing a new Onimusha, this could only mean one thing. We're potentially getting a new Onimusha within the near future. Which is honestly a good thing. We haven't seen an Onimusha in over a decade, and I don't think people really just want to see Street Fighter and Resident Evil from Capcom on a regular basis. I think they want to see other games outside of those two franchises. Now, when they say new, that could mean a lot of things. They could mean that they want to remake the original Onimusha and just include new things that we haven't seen in either the original PS2 release or Genma, which was the Xbox version of Onimusha Warlords. That could also mean that they want to bring out a new sequel and just continue from where they left off with Dawn of Dreams. And lastly, and I think this one's the most likely case, they could mean that they want to reboot the franchise and just start anew with everything and just bring out a whole new Onimusha game, which I'm fine with either of those things as long as we just get a good Onimusha game. That's all that really matters to me. If Capcom actually goes through with this, we could potentially see an HD collection finally get made. That is, of course, however, if Capcom decides to actually pay the actors involved for the use of their likenesses. But anyways, with that all said and done, I'm really intrigued about this information, and I hope that something good comes out of it, i.e. an actual Onimusha game, not fucking Onimusha Soul, because that's not an Onimusha game, but that's beside the point. I really hope that Capcom actually does do a new Onimusha game, because it's very long overdue. Now, with that all out of the way, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you don't already, you can follow me on Google+, Twitter, and on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next one.